Right, Makita pan gun. That's the American version. Same as the one over here, just a different number. Double shoots and then flashes. But she does put on a pin. This will be 23 gauge pinner. Very light 23 gauge pins. So I'll tear onto this and see what we can do. As well, if you have one of these guns, eventually the pin will wear out in them. They don't normally break, but the tip eventually wears away. Starts leaving the nails proud a wee bit. Simplest thing to change. Pull off that top cover, 4 screws, steel plate, slide that out. That wee metal pin there pops out. And your actual driver or driving pin just pulls out. So easy to change. Now this gun's jammed. You can see where that spring's only halfway compressed. After she's shot, it'll be down here. When she's ready to shoot, it should be fully compressed back here. So she's caught between the changeover of them gears, and she's only halfway, so she's jammed up. Which is not the best way to have it when you're working on it. But if there's a problem and she's jamming, there's nothing you can do. Pull off the cover, and hopefully, normally, releases that spring. Nope. So you can see that's under tension. There's the driver. You can see where she's jammed up on the cogs. Not much you can do to relieve that tension. Only thing you can do is force it to relieve it. Cover it up, because this is going to spring back. She could jam the fingies very easily. Take that screw out. And this one, and then just here, wedge this up, and she should release the tension. There we go. That's the spring fully back again. She just lifts out then. Why is she jamming? These two gears here, they're actually fixed, so it's not like these can go out of alignment. These can't slip unless they strip a gear or strip a tooth. They have to stay in that location. There's actually 2 markings on it tell you that was probably from manufacturing for lining these up. So that is right. That's not why she's jamming. Plus the rollers aren't damaged. So this is what they catch. Tall one, the short one grabs us first, and then the longer one grabs that second. So as that spins, this one comes up, hooks onto here, drives it back all the way fully to about halfway, and then as this releases this one, this pin releases this bar here, the second pin grabs this longer one and drives it fully back. And he's saying this is shooting twice. 2 or 3 times, he says. I said I was putting out a nail. So it can't be jamming if it's shooting multiple nails. If it slips halfway up, she'll not load a nail. So for that to go fully back and shoot, actually fire, that's your trigger. So you press that to shoot, but it also has to be, the pin has to be back here to activate this micro switch in order for you to shoot. If it's not back here and you pull the trigger, it'll not fire. Both of these have to be engaged to shoot. And she only fires if you pull the trigger. So that trigger should be okay. Problem could be this. Yeah, there's the problem. That switch has failed in the on position. So that's on constantly. So the gun constantly thinks that's ready to fire. So she's basically just doing bump mode. But this doesn't have a bump mode that I'm aware of. So once she fires once or twice, this picks up there's a problem and shuts it down. So you put in your battery, plunge it, pull the trigger, she shoots a couple of times, then stops. She won't run again until you pull out the battery, put it back in again, then she'll fire 2 more times. Yeah, so if it's doing that, check your micro switch. That could be the fault. Don't have one of these in stock, so I'll have to come back to this one after I get one of these here ordered on. I'll have to check up the right model number for the Irish version of this gun. One new micro switch. This plate goes on there and here. They sort of need to go on together. There. Is that on? Firing pin, dead easy to change, slides on, one pin holds it. That should be her. Give her a wee test fire now. Look at that. Simple as that. One wee switch. That's her. One Makita 23 gauge headless punner fixed. That's the TPX02. Actually quite a decent wee gun, to be quite honest. Unlike their 16 gauge gun and riffing guns, M2 guns and Makitas are not that great, especially the riffing gun, the gas gun, completely useless. Put them there for the money. They're quite decent. Handy wee tool to have, wee concealed nailer. Easy to fix up, quite robust system inside, very little goes wrong. That one wee switch is all it took to fix it. Eventually the pins wear out, but as you can see, pins are dead easy to change. That's her. Hope you like the content, lads. If you want to see more, hit like and subscribe. And if you want to see new tools being dismantled, opened up, checked over, see if they're any good inside, see if they're worth buying, look up my Patreon account, sign up to that there. I'm going to use the funds for that there for getting new tools to strip down, tear down and open up.